Hi, Quist here. So yeah, I've not been active for a while, so if you knew me beforehand, before this video is a surprise. So let me explain what I've been up to lately. And if you found this video randomly, welcome. Let me explain who I am really quick, because that might be relevant for context. I'm a German, so sorry for my terrible accent, who is a huge nerd and is for one really into board and card games. The card game that really got me hooked is Dominion. If you don't know it, it's pretty popular. I fell in love with the game and got active in the community, and most importantly, if you found this video on YouTube, I made YouTube videos. But I got burned out on the game and I got mental illness as well, which was causing me issues. So I stopped making YouTube videos finally about 4 years ago. Being a nerd, I'm also into video games. My favorite was by far Minecraft. Well, kinda. Modded Minecraft to be exact. I should also mention that I am an IT engineer, so eventually I tried modding and pack developing. Pretty much exactly 8 years ago I started to work on my first mod pack, which was Age of Engineering. It got pretty popular, has over 560,000 downloads to date, and also was voted mod pack of the year on Reddit, if that is worth anything. I started a Discord server for people to talk about the pack, which still has over 3,000 members to date. Link in the description if you are interested. And people also demanded me streaming my pack development and me playing my own pack, so I started streaming on Twitch too for this second hobby. I was really proud of the community and friendships that came together from this. So I started immediately work on the second pack, Exoria, which also got decently popular with over 140,000 downloads to date, and this was my overall favorite project I worked on and I am pretty proud of till today. But yeah, after Exoria, my mental illness prevented me from having a regular stream schedule and eventually also prevented me from consistently working on projects. I made one more pack, but I tried working on several mod packs since then, but they all fizzled out. So I stopped streaming around 4 years ago too and spent less and less time working on pack development. Eventually, I also got burned out on Minecraft itself, not even playing it much for myself at all. So both hobbies stopped around 4 years ago. What have I done the last 4 years? One thing I have been doing is playing automation games. This should be to no surprise to anybody, given Age of Engineering is a tech-focused automation challenge too. I tried many of them: Factorio, Satisfactory, Factory Town, Dyson Sphere Program, you name it. Factorio, the oldest of them all, wasn't my favorite at first, but eventually I came to the conclusion Factorio is still the best of them all. After beating Vanilla, I played more and more complicated overhaul mods like Factorio 2, Space Exploration, Angel and Bob's, Nullius and Pionodon. These are all overhaul mods that kinda change the core progression significantly and are mod suits that are close to Minecraft's mod packs. This leads me to the whole point of this video, the second half, in which I explain on what I've been working on since this year. At the beginning sporadically, but since like August almost daily. I've been working on my own overhaul mod like all the ones mentioned. I won't get into the details in this video what I liked and didn't like about all the overhauls I mentioned, but suffice to say there was a lot I liked about every one of them. They are all great in their own way, and I wanted to combine my favorite things from each of them and give them my own twist. Sprinkling in things I added to my Minecraft mod packs in the past, yes, even unreleased ones that never saw the light of day, and give them my own Factorio twist. I had a vision in mind with lots of cool things. I just at first wasn't sure if this ends up my 4th Minecraft pack or my first Factorio Overhaul mod. That is why in the first few months I was only working sporadically on it, because I tried implementing these things to Minecraft too. But to be honest, Minecraft in the end frustrated me because of its vanilla limitations and limitations the mods I wanted to use present. I didn't feel confident at that time to actually mod it into Minecraft, but I can certainly mod it into Factorio, because Factorio's modding uses Lua and is more like scripting for a majority of things than actual programming. Yes, this is terribly simplified, but I think that's fine. And I mean, Factorio has an actual official modding API, which is also decently well documented, which also simplifies so many things compared to Minecraft. Before I show what I have implemented already, I want to mention the fact that Factorio will soon release a DLC which will come with a 2.0 version of the base game. This means there will be soon more things to use for my mod and also more modding possibilities. The DLC is still like a year away, but I plan to implement at least the 2.0 base game features into my mod immediately when the DLC releases. And I hope to be able to release my mod before the DLC even drops. But wait, maybe I shouldn't have said that. But hey, it's an ETA that motivates me to at least try harder. So now let me show you the actual mod and what I have done so far. The mod's name is currently still, well, Age of Engineering. I named it like that because it is kinda my brand, and a core idea was to let the Overhaul mod have ages with group tier progression like in my Minecraft mod pack. The issue I'm having now though is that I decided to also add magic in quotation marks elements to the mod, mainly because none of the Overhaul mods have any of that yet. So I've been pondering about changing the name to Age of Progress or Age of Development instead to have it not tied to tech. My favorite right now is still Age of Creation, as another core concept of the mod is creating a lot of things in quotation marks from nothing, or at least from not much, including life like plants and animals, which is borrowed from the life infuser in Ixoria. Anyway, after you have seen the rest of this video, let me know in the comments your preference. Okay, so I have currently implemented the first four of the ages, each of them having a unique aspect that doesn't exist in any other Overhaul mod I know. Before I show you the details of those 4 ages, I should add a disclaimer. I'm not an artisan anyway. That is why in my Minecraft mod packs I didn't add any custom blocks or any items because I couldn't art them. I also used it as a challenge and a restriction to use what was available in the mods that I had. For Factorio though, there is less vanilla has to offer and there are less mods I can borrow stuff from, so I added AI art for now. I know this is a divisive topic, but I already replaced like 2/3 of the AI graphics from the buildings with a dependency for angel mods just for use of their sprites and assets, but none of their gameplay. I think this is fine reading the license, also compare it to Minecraft mod packs, and also given that Nullius did the same thing. If there is a rights concern, let me know in the comments. The rest of the art is still AI though. But my goal is to replace them with proper art before the official release somehow. Maybe even the angel ones, if I try to find someone to do it. To have like a coherent experience. Let me know in the comments if you want to help or you know someone who does. But given that I won't earn any money from this passion project, I can't pay too much for it. This is also a reason why using AI art is kind of fine for me for now. It is no commercial use, just a passion project that I want to eventually share. No one is getting ripped off. I hope this is all clear now and you're fine with it. Now, to the actual mod content. I added a tips and tricks section for each age to explain the big content features that might require explanation. When you start off, you already see one unique feature. The only ore is stone. This mimics Ixoria's gameplay to have all come from basically nothing and is close to Skyblock in Minecraft or C-Block in Factorio. Before you ask, yes, when the mod is done, I'm planning to add a C-Block mode, which should be pretty simple, as the only thing that doesn't exist in world is the stone. I should also mention that my mod is a total overhaul mod like Nullius, meaning not even vanilla progression is obeyed, and therefore I need to add compatibility for any additional optional mods you would like to install that adds content, like items, entities or text, which I'm for sure willing to do in the future. I already started adding compatibility for AAI loaders for what it's worth, because I'm contemplating on making it not optional. But I like that, because mods like Nullius definitely feel more like a mod pack than a mod like in the Minecraft sense, given they even change basic vanilla progression. So, in age 1, the farming age, you first need to automate iron and glass production from stone mining with miners, crushers and furnaces. Everything is still a burner phase, and yep, you don't even have belts yet, just inserters which require no fuel or energy. A lot of direct insertion is required. Power you get from charcoal from wood, so the next obvious goal is to automate wood, which is the first big unique feature. In early game you need to set up automation to physically plant trees in the world and then actually cutting them down. The forestry checks regularly a random point in its area if there's a tree and cuts it down if there is. Similarly, the tree farm checks regularly a random point in its area if it's empty, and if it is, uses a tree seedling to plant a tree. Later you will unlock the first few plants for this farming age. Plants and animals were kinda similar to Pi Alien Life with plant and animal modules that boost the by default slow production, with the distinction to not only affect speed but also production. All modules exist in 5 tiers: common, uncommon, rare, epic and legendary. And yes, I added this feature before the devs from Factorio announced a similar quality feature for the upcoming DLC, so this is pure coincidence. I will probably change the item icons to use the Factorio iconography for the tiers later. There are special recipes to produce the tier 1 modules, but you always have a chance to produce a higher tier module. Kelp even has the chance to get your legendary from the start. Some plants or animals even have 2 different modules per tier, where you have the choice to choose to your liking, like with flax here. Rubber tree farming, which is required to unlock bells, work initially like wood farming too, but instead you tap the tree for its latex with iron rods without actually cutting them down. You can also farm tea and coffee to be able to consume drinks for a temporary walking, crafting or mining speed boost. In Age 2, the Electric Age, you finally, with the ability to get copper from stone, unlock circuits and therefore also electricity or power. You start with the default steam route, but be aware that the ratios and numbers are tweaked, and later, after steel, you unlock wind power, which is not fully passive as you need to exchange the steel rotor every now and then. Just like Industrial 2 wind power in Minecraft. Oh, and I should mention, right now my mod depends on the Power Overhaul mod, which separates poles into non-compatible voltage tiers. If you exceed their max power, poles get damaged. Different poles don't connect, and you need to transform from one to another. Tier power numbers are still about to get tweaked. Later you unlock the rock cycle, which is a unique concept to get further metal ores. You sift the stone to get the 3 different stone types: metamorphic, sedimentary and igneous, which each provides access to different metals. Priority splitting and maybe even circuitry is required for this process to never run short on one of the ores or back up on others. This is alleviated by being able to convert the stone types back and forth, for example by turning them into lava and cooling them down again. Leading to Age 3, the Agriculture Age, you start breeding the first animal, fish. Animal breeding works exactly like plant breeding, with the exception that running the reproductive recipe has a chance of deleting one of the lowest tier modules with a low percentage chance. The chances though need to be still be adjusted. But it requires you to either not use the modules for them for now, or keep producing modules for them, which you manually have to every once in a while re-add, which is a process that you can automatically do with bots later. In this age you breed animals like chickens, sheep and cows, and also unlock more plants to farms as well. In Age 4, the Metallurgy Age, the rock cycle gets even more involved. Each of the 3 stone types now can be broken down further into specific stone types like granite or basalt, which all still can be converted back and forth as well to help preventing deadlocks. You unlock further metals with this, and you also unlock now a 6-step recipe chain to process all of those metals. Some chemistry is required for producing respective acids and gases in this process, but here you can really scale up your metal production, as this 6-step process is by far the most efficient auto-plate ratio you have access to. But you produce unwanted bioproducts like slag and tailings which both can't be voided. So you need to set up automation to use or recycle them. At the end of this age you also unlock the Metallurgy Beacon, which has an upkeep cost of a good chunk of your precious metal plates, but to significantly boost the productivity of this respective metal chain in its radius. You also unlock more power options in this age, like a fuel gen that can burn liquid fuels like ethanol or biodiesel, or liquid meat. Yes, you heard it right, liquid meat. Not everything is made to be fully realistic. Let me be silly. You also unlock a better way to make green circuits, and for the first time red circuits, with unlocking the tier 3 assembler, which is a clean room assembler which can accept vacuum to boost the productivity for intricate items like circuit parts by 10%. Not inspired by GregTech clean rooms at all. Oh, and I nearly forgot, last but definitely not last, you unlock trains in this age. I have playtested the first 3 ages quite a lot so far, and I am in the process of playtesting age 4 and working simultaneously already on age 5, which will be the petrochem age, where you will get access to oil, which unlocks batteries, accumulators, solar power and bots. There will be unique features in this age too, like lightning rod power and bee breeding, if everything works out as planned. Age 6 is very likely the start into magic. I've already enjoyed playtesting everything so far. There's already over 30 hours of content in the mod. It feels very different to any overhaul mod out there and has definitely very unique and new challenges. All of course is subject to get changed. That's the caveat. Let me know if you are excited for this mod and what you like or dislike so far, or just leave a comment that you watched it till the end. Anyway, I'm open definitely for feedback for what's worth. I would especially love if you leave feedback on my Discord, like I said, link in the description. And hey, I need playtesters eventually too, so maybe I will give you an early playtest version if you're nice. Anyway, thanks for taking your time to watch this. I plan to make more of these, but no promises. Definitely join my Discord for updates. Thanks for watching, see you, bye.